Hey friends, welcome back to another Wellness Wednesday. So like so many other people right now, seriously, so many people right now, we finally got the virus in our house. This past week, all of us pretty much came down with it. The kids were the first ones to come down with it. And of course, they had a very mild cases. And within 48 hours, they were good to go. I came down with it last Friday. I had, the sore throat, some body aches, chills, a little bit of fever, not too much. And basically today I am on, I think day 6, and I'm pretty much back to normal. I would say I was pretty much back to normal yesterday. I still have, you could kind of hear it in my voice, maybe a little bit of nasaliness, but really it was no more than a regular cold for us. My husband was the last one to come down with it, and he still has it, and he's kind of working through it still, but all in all, he's doing really well. We were a little worried about how it would go with him because he does have lung issues since childhood, so that was a concern, but he's been doing really well so far, and everything is, just like a cold. The weirdest thing I experienced was a little bit of taste loss. I never really experienced smell loss. That was never an issue. But there was one morning, it was like on day 3 or 4, where I woke up and I mixed up my electrolyte drink, my Redmond Relight electrolyte drink, and I put in extra powder because I was like, I need extra electrolytes, of course. And I started drinking it and I was like, am I going crazy, or did I not put powder in my drink? It tasted like it was water almost, or like it was so diluted that it almost just tasted like water. It was so bizarre, and I was like questioning my sanity. Like, I know I put powder in my cup. Did I grab like a different cup by accident? And finally I was like, oh, I'm probably not tasting things. So then I made myself a cup of coffee and I drank that, and I was like, oh yeah, I can't really taste this very well. Thankfully, that didn't seem to last. It was like throughout probably for about 2 days, I would sometimes not be able to taste things, and then other times the taste would be back. It was really kind of bizarre. But now I feel like it's cleared up and my taste is back to normal, so that's good. The other really weird symptom that I experienced probably on day 2 or 3, it was actually at night when I was trying to sleep. It messed with my sleep because of it. It was just a really extreme dry mouth and dry throat. It's like I would drift off to sleep and then I'd wake up and have to like swallow and try to, get my mouth moistened up again. It was really bizarre. But thankfully that only lasted that one night. And that was the only night that I actually had bad sleep. And that's the worst. When you're sick and you can't sleep, it's just awful. So after that, but the next day I was able to take a really long nap, and then, since then my sleep hasn't been interrupted. So I'm really thankful for that. And like I said, I'm pretty much back to normal now. So all in all, it was pretty mild. As far as my diet, I had been doing, 3 lean days a week, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. And once I started feeling sick, I just stopped completely doing lean days. I just stuck with my regular baseline diet. I knew that for, fighting off a sickness, I wanted to make sure I was getting plenty of calories. It's not a time for your body to be in any sort of a deficit. I needed to have plenty of, nutrition and energy and all that to be able to fight what I needed to fight off. And that seems to have worked well. I noticed that I didn't really lose my appetite. Sometimes when I'm sick, I can just lose my appetite and not want to eat anything. But my appetite was pretty high the whole time. And so I was able to eat really well. And I think that, for what it's worth, I think that helped, get over it quickly. Just being able to have all kinds of nutrition and healthy fats and all that in my diet. So that was good. Since I'm pretty much better now, I was thinking about restarting my lean days tomorrow, because today is Wednesday, so Thursday would be, my next lean day. I'm still debating about it. I'm really actually curious about what my body will do if I just eat my regular baseline diet exclusively for a while without any lean days. because back in September when I started no dairy and the lean days, I started both of those things right around the same time. So I saw really clearly how my body reacted adding both of those things in. And then when I took a break from lean days over the holidays, I started adding back in just a little bit of dairy. I never went all the way back to how much I was having before, but I definitely was having dairy here and there. And so I experienced what it was like doing no lean days and with some dairy and treats and stuff because it was the holidays. So I was having some, you know, indulgences here and there. So I really haven't gotten a good picture of what my body will do with my baseline, my new baseline diet that's pretty much dairy free without lean days and without the holiday indulgences. So I'm thinking for February, I'm just gonna start with trying to stay on my baseline dairy-free diet, stay indulgence-free pretty much. There's no, I mean, there's Valentine's Day, but we don't do a lot for Valentine's Day. So not planning on any holiday indulgences. March is when our birthday season starts, so there might be some indulgences starting in March. So I think February would be a great time to just kind of live my baseline diet and kind of experience what it's like staying dairy free and not doing the lean days. I'm just really curious. But January is not quite done yet, so I may do lean day on Thursday. That would be the 27th, and then another one on Saturday. And I think that would be the last one for the month of January. I may do both of those and then weigh in at the end of January. We'll see. I'm still debating. I'll see how I feel tomorrow and if I feel okay with, you know, going on with the lean day. So I think it's just going to be a pretty short one here today. I just wanted to update you with everything that's going on this past week. And I didn't really have any other big epiphanies to share. I've just been thinking through, you know, the end of January and, you know, the goals that I had set for January. Maybe I'll talk about that next week, the goals that I had set and like what I'm continuing with and what I might be changing. And if I have any new goals for February, I kind of need to think through all of that. And for those of you that are interested in how Maple is doing, I showed you her last week before she went in and had her surgery. And of course it was so traumatic and terrible, but she survived just fine and she's doing really well. She's off running around with Cedar all over the property again and just acts like nothing is wrong. So everything is going well with her. Thank you for all the well wishes for her. I hope all of you guys are doing great. I know so many people right now are getting sick, but thankfully it is seeming to be more mild than previously. So I'm just really glad about that. Let me know how you guys are all doing with your January goals and challenges. I'd love to hear about that down in the comments, and I will just see you in another video.
Oh, Freddie, did you come to say hi? I was looking for Maple, but it's a Freddie. Good morning, Freddie. There you are, Maple. You doing okay? Oh, you had such a rough week last week, but you're doing so much better now, aren't you? Aren't you?